My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I am fantastic. Today I'm reviewing my favourite period of Tom Ford, which is Tom Ford Oud Fleur. As you know, I love oud and I love floral notes and all that sort of stuff. This is £164 for 50ml. The spiel is noble, luxurious. Oud Fleur unfolds like a brocaded silk damask of two deeply iconic Arabian ingredients, rose and oud wood. The glorious, rich and aged complexity that makes oud the most prized and noble wood in all perfumery is contrasted with the symphony of rose effects orchestrated to capture every dimension of the flower. Beautiful. The notes are rose, patchouli, oud, sandalwood and resins. Do we have our fragrance samples? Are we engaged with the high self? Let's get testing. So this I haven't smelled for quite a while. I love it very, very much. First off, I think it is from the best period of Tom Ford when they were producing really beautiful works of art. So first off, I want to say that I've noticed from my own brand that anything with flowers in tends to put men off, which I think is massively disappointing, but that is the way things are. This is not particularly dominant in very floral notes. It does have a rose accord, which is primarily, I can smell the phenol ethyl alcohol, the rose oxides, the geraniol, the linalool, eugenol, isoeugenol, all that sort of stuff to make up a oriental rose accord assimilation. That is what you're getting at the top note, but it is not like a massive rose note. It goes down to lovely cinnamon alcohol and eugenol. That is the sort of core of it, is this sort of spicy cinnamon alcohol. As you know, cinnamon alcohol is one of my favourite aroma chemicals because it can be pushed very cleverly into woods and florals, and this moves from florals to woods really lovely. It is a fantastic core of this. It is a spicy. This moves down to oud aroma chemicals, but this does not contain oud. This contains a really fantastic assimilation of oud and ambers and musks to give that oud feel, but it does not have oud. If you have tried real oud, you know what real oud does, and this does not have real oud, but it contains really fantastic oud assimilation. This is fantastically stable, linear, safe, and linear means that the fragrance does not move and change, and you get that with a lot of naturals. So with a lot of more brands that are heavily natural based, you get a fragrance that changes and moves and morphs with your skin tone, but this does not. This is stable and linear. Fantastic, technically brilliant perfumery. Onto my final thoughts. I think this is fantastic, technical, brilliant perfumery at its absolute finest, and I very much love this, very, very much. I am loving the notes to help flick and give elevation through it. This is not mint. This is not spearmint. I would say this is one of like either eucalyptus or tea tree at the base of it to give that sort of sharpness and edge to it, which I very much like. This is fantastic, classic Tom Ford. So my marks are absolutely, I know in the past my marks have all been pushed here, there and everywhere, so from the future I'm going to be marking technically 4, personally 4, and whether I think it's worth the price is a 1, which would make it up to a 5, and then I'll sort of adjust the marks to where I think it should be. That makes sense to you? Yes. So I absolutely think this is a 4 out of 4 for technical brilliance. I think this is a fantastic, brilliant, modern interpretation of oud. I think if you are not used to oud, maybe if you've used oud wood, which is very lovely, clean, easy to understand, and you want something a little bit more oriental, a little bit more interesting, a little bit more sexy, a little bit more dark, and you're trying to get away from, you know, freshness, and you want to maybe have something for the night, I think this is a really lovely way to start. But it is very oudy, so it is very sort of spicy, and if you don't like spicy, you will not love this. I think, personally, I really like it actually. I think it's really fantastic. The price, yes, I think it's worth the price, absolutely. I think you're going to get monstrous longevity, monstrous projection, so absolutely, I think it's worth the price. But where the points come off, as you know, is the lack of naturals. And this does have real patchouli, but I'm not particularly smelling anything up to push the marks up. So the marks for this will be, yes, an 8.5. If this had real rose, if this had real oud in it, this would have gone up to a 10. This desperately needs it. But unfortunately, you know, these companies have to make a profit, because I'm going to go more into how companies make talk about profits and things, and you'll sort of start to understand more. It's not sort of so straightforward. I think this is really good. I love the cinnamon alcohol, I love the eugenol. This is a really fantastic interpretation of woods, fantastic oriental woods, combined with ambers, combined with eugenols, combined with cinnamon alcohol, the aroma chemical top notes going down to patchouli and lovely, lovely musks, and at the base, eucalyptus or tea tree to give that sort of elevation and lift and flicking through it, which is really cool. I hope you love this review. I'll see you soon for another one.